Hi, my name is Jay, 101 instructor here at Avant Media Institute. And today we're going to talk about how to deal with a muddy mix. There's a couple ways that we can attack this. One way we'll talk about is cleaning up a vocal, where you could clean up how the low end response. You could accentuate the presence and bring out some of the highs so it sits right in your face. Sometimes you attack it by going into the low end in the music and carving out space so stuff can have places to live. But let's focus on the vocal first. Right here, I have a vocal pulled up, and the first thing I'm gonna do is pull up an EQ. And I usually tend to like to look at a graphic EQ, or at least one with an RTA. That way I can see what's actually going on. I can use my ears, but having it for my eyes also helps just a little bit. But we'll give a little listen to it first just to hear what it sounds like. Okay, that's pretty good. It sounds as good recording, but we need to clean it up and accentuate it just a little bit. So I'm going to pull up this EQ right here, and I'm just going to default this out, make sure it's plain and see, so we can go ahead and look and see what we're looking at. So I can see in here that we have a lot of low end response that I don't necessarily need to hear. That would be kind of like rumble. So the way that I would do this is I would attack it from the low frequency all the way to the high frequency in order. So I just start attacking things one by one as I hear. So first things first, I hear that low end. I see that low end. Okay. First thing I would want to do is let's cut some of this stuff out that we don't want to hear. So we're going to roll some of this stuff off. So we're just going to pull up a filter. There we go. Get your hands together. Kind of pick that up, and then we're going to just kind of drag it over till we start seeing no response for it. Let's see. I know it seems a little high, but that's part where you have to trust your ears and not your eyes, where you make the decision, hey, does it still need to go some up? Does it need to still come up some more? Or do I need to back up off of it? And we can always come back and still adjust it even after we do it. Another thing to keep in mind is everybody's muddiness or low end response is going to be in a different spot. So you can't just generally take it all for it to be the same exact thing. There's just some neighborhoods we can kind of hang out in to kind of know this is where I should probably be looking. So we could start here. So I'll have it cut off at around maybe 89, 86. Now I can hear some of this in this low mid right here, and I'm looking at the response. I have a big chunk that's present in the 200 to 500 range. So I can come up here. And just to give you an example, I will boost it and let you all hear it so you can hear this is exactly what we're listening to. So hear that? That's going to cloud up what we're trying to actually hear. So we're going to bring this down, and we're looking maybe at a 3. Let's try with a 3 dB. Okay, before, after, and we can kind of tighten up the cue probably if we wanted to, so we don't cross over into any zones that we don't really want to be in as much. Once I clean that out, I start listening and looking for things that would help the presence of it stand out a little bit more. And then I just keep moving myself down. I could go down here and start clearing out little pieces that I don't like, but right now we're just going to think about it in a broad stroke count. I'm going to play this here and think about some more. That presence is going to be somewhere between 15K and 35K or 3,500. And we'll be able to come in here and get a little boost and go in and see. And we can kind of search for what we're looking for here. And to clear that out. Okay, now I can kind of move over a little bit more, and then I can listen to the high end stuff or try to accentuate the high end. Usually I always do subtractive EQ because the more you subtract stuff, the more the opposite end of the frequency spectrum starts to stick out. But in this case, I just want to give it just a little bit of a boost, just a little bit, just so I can hear some of that shine on the top. So I can kind of give him, I'll start with like a dB or two. So I'm going to use a high shelf here. And I'm going to probably move it up to 10K. And then we're going to hit it right there. So let's listen to it before. Let's listen to it before. And after. Okay, that's a good start. That's a good start to find out, to clear us up some space, just to make us give us some presence and stuff like that. It's just like taking a little knife and just carving at it and just shaping it out. Just to give it a little bit more presence, I'm going to pull up another plugin, and then I'm going to accentuate some more. Before, after, okay, and that's how you get good separation from the track and the vocal, where it has a spot to sit, where it's starting to have a spot to sit, and it's right there in your face. All right, so in conclusion, this is how I would start to attack a vocal that's muddy, or have it sit in a place for the song. This is just the start. This is just the start. So go ahead and get out there and start listening to it from the low end all the way to the high end, and start making your cuts. It's just as simple as attacking it piece by piece, listening for what you're listening for, and then making the adjustments. I'm Jay. Once again, I'm Jay from Avant Media Institute, 101 instructor here. Get out of here, go make some music.